This is Jed McKay, and you're listening to Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Yes, hello, loony listeners. You are listening to Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. This is an episode. We have been away a while again, and just like to welcome you back. And you're with both your high priests of Khonshu, Rebecca and Ray. Rebecca, how are you going?
I'm good. I apologise to everyone. I didn't change out my pajamas today. It's a Sunday. It's pajama day.
Yeah, ceremonial robes.
Ceremonial robes, yeah.
But it's great to see you, Rebecca. Always good to see you. It's been too
Yeah,
long.
you too. Definitely.
Yeah. Look, I'd like to partly blame some of the technology. I've been faffing around, Rebecca, with
I know.
OBS.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, which is OBS. If anyone who's interested, is an open broadcasting software. It's widely used. It's for free. It's so powerful, but at the end of the day, Rebecca, I found out my laptop cannot cope with it. So there was just
really?
yeah, too much lag and all that. And I think one of the episodes that we recorded not that long ago, you had an echo in it, and it's like, oh gosh. So tried and true platform here. I feel comfortable. I feel like in a nice, comfy chair.
Yeah, we know how this one works.
Exactly. And Loonies, so sorry again. Look, we are a little bit of a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. Rebecca, want to kind of start to get like regular things. Of course, bearing in mind our schedules, but I really want to get some sort of regularity into it. I'm getting back into comics. I'm loving it. How about you?
I've been doing almost the same. Been catching up on a lot of the stuff I've missed, and just getting back on top of things a bit.
Yeah, what out of the stuff that you've read recently has kind of been interesting or standouts for you?
I mean, I'm very much enjoying Iron Man. I was just getting used to it as I was just like catching up on One World Under Doom, so I could get the most out of Iron Man. I think I'm enjoying the Iron Man more than the One World Under Doom, which is it's fine. It's just not blowing me away. It's not like, oh my god, this is terrible. It's just.
But okay, great. That's what I kind of want to know, because that's kind of glowing. If something's decent and okay these days as far as events go, that's pretty good. So yeah, I haven't picked it up. But Iron Man, that's it's not Jerry Duggan, is it?
No, it's Vince Rackman. So we have a very political journalist writing it. So it's very good on sort of America destabilizing other countries, because basically in the tie-in things, Tony's kind of slightly veering away from the Avengers to so on the face of it, he's now a weapons merchant again, but supplying doom. But there's some things behind the scenes that might not mean that it's not everything it appears to be.
Okay, and that's pretty good. You're enjoying it, like that kind of political take, I guess.
I really like just a bit of consideration about his past and but without kind of doing the really tropey things of, oh no, I really want a drink and I can't have a drink, or oh no, I used to be a weapons merchant. But this is like a slightly smarter sort of look at it, which we've not really had for a while. And Ultimates I'm loving. So
nice. Yeah, I mean that's again, like I'm a little bit ignorant. That's expanding now, isn't it? Like the more and more titles are saying things with like Wolverine and Deadpool and Spider-Man, of course.
Track of all of them, just doing Spider-Man and the main Ultimates.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm enjoying that a lot. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been slowly catching up. I'm down to Rebecca, because I keep on track on CLZ Comics. I'm down to 64 comics I've still got to read. But
oh my god.
Yeah, I had 120. So I'm about halfway through, which is good. So I've read I'm nearly up to date with Amazing Spider-Man with Joe Kelly. that's been really fun, actually.
Mhm.
So I'm only 4 issues off the catching up. That's really cool. The 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. It's a nice little
Oh, I've heard that's pretty fun, or like more
yeah,
fun than you'd expect.
yeah. And Sidorak, I really like
Mhm.
because of Juggernaut, the Crimson
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Band, and the
Crimson
Gods.
King. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's based on Sidorak's offspring, and there are 8 of them, and
Interesting.
yeah, and they challenge what they typically. There's something called the Covenant, and they typically have challenged the Earth's champion, which has been Doctor Strange, to
Of
battle,
course.
yeah, to battle it out. But he's currently indisposed or whatever. Anyway, it turns out he's the champion, but he gets help from the astral form Doctor Strange, and
Mhm.
the only way that Doctor Strange has been able to beat them time and time again is to use the reeds of something. There's like a magical thing, and they basically resurrect him, like because he inevitably dies every time he fights them, but he beats them, but he dies as well. But with these reeds, he comes
That's
back.
hilarious.
Yeah, and through a technicality, like he's kind of won that. So anyway, so Spider-Man has got these reeds as well, and it's I don't know, it's got that kind of classic vibe, Rebecca, where it's like this really
Mhm.
simple premise. There are like 8 stages to go through, and then there's like I'm sure there's a big boss at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really fun. Ed McGuinness is on art, and so it looks really nice as well. Um, Incredible Hulk, I've been catching up on. I haven't been loving as much. I'm really sorry, Philip K. Johnson. I do love his stuff. I really loved his Superman stuff, but it's continuing that horror vibe. And again, I'm about 4 issues off
Mm.
the current issue, but I've caught up with that. Yeah, so the Hulk's been been pretty kind of middling. I think he's kind of not in the forefront. It's really more about America's mythologies and monsters, and Hulk's just there.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
shame. Because there's probably quite a lot you can say about that.
Yeah. Oh, there is, and like the folklore is fantastic and riveting, but like I'd like to see just Hulk
Mm.
a little bit more involved and a little bit more front and center than him being just coming in and then bashing them and then going away.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, plenty to kind of like there still. And Rebecca, I think I'm about 13 issues behind with Daredevil. So that's like over a year behind.
Oh wow. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm up.
not I'm not reading any of that, and it's like at one point I
Ah,
should have, but I am
yeah.
really, as I said last time, think maybe I said it. If not, I said it on some other podcast. I'm very much thinking about switching to just Marvel Unlimited and just
Yes.
being 3
Yeah,
months
me.
behind, but reading everything I want.
Yeah, yeah, no, me too as well. I'm
Obviously,
still up.
obviously, some things I will still buy, like Moon Knight. So.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Mm.
Yes, me too. West Coast Avengers is good as well. That's pretty fun as well. So yeah, a few things I'd keep. But anyway, yeah, that's great. It's good to hear that you're kind of back into the swing of things with comics. I'm excited to kind of be back more into it. So
Mhm.
yeah, forgot to mention, Looney listeners. So Rebecca and I are doing a Moonshine review. So the latest and greatest. We'll be looking at Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, Volume 1, issues 6 and 7. So these are the two. I believe in about maybe a week's half a week's time, or this week. I think the latest issue's coming out, Rebecca. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, issue 8. So this is timely. We'll be up to date, but will be exciting to get into.
Yeah.
Rebecca, before that, I'm gonna throw a really loose stick here. Any news on the Moon Knight front? I haven't really seen any myself.
I haven't seen any.
Anything on Rivals? No, or
I
no,
do not follow
no.
Rivals.
Okay, okay. um, yeah,
I know it exists. I
yeah.
see
I
fan
thought you.
art of it.
I thought you did. No, I thought
I
you played it.
played
Or
one
oh,
round of it and then
oh,
went,
okay.
it's not for
Nah, it's
me.
not for
I'm
you.
not really a PvP type person. I
Hmm.
bounced around a bit. It's a bit like how I
Yeah.
played Minecraft. Go in, bounce around a bit, go,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so it's not my kind of game. But I
Yeah.
only ever hear people enjoying it, so I'm
Yeah.
certainly not dissing the game.
Yeah, I heard a little a lot of good things about it. I haven't played it myself, but I see there are a lot of we'll see coming up shortly. I've got some variant covers just to go through for 6 and 7, just
Oh,
before we get
nice.
into it. I think one of them is a Rivals cover, so they've got they've got their hands on variant covers.
Mhm.
Just off the top of my head, I want to shout out Orion from the Discord as well, a long time member there. He posted up, Rebecca. I don't have visuals for it, but it was another like statue of Moon Knight with Werewolf by Night. I
Oh,
think that was,
nice.
yeah, I think that's
Mm.
relatively new. I'm not sure if it's out yet or not. Let me see if I can try and vamp for time here while I open it up. But yeah, it looks really beautiful. It's Moon Knight standing over like Werewolf by Night, who's on the ground and kind of like over a cliff or something. The head and arms are like lolled back. Um, but yeah, I'm sure it's going to cost a pretty penny as well. So that's not, you know, that's not going to change at
They
all.
always do, though,
Uh,
right?
they always do. They always do. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm just in Discord here. Let me just, sorry, listeners, let me just do a quick
No, this
little,
is exciting new shit. I mean, new stuff.
yeah. uh, yeah, this is, yep. So what have we got here? Sideshow collectibles, Moon
Oh
Knight
yeah, their
versus
stuff's
Werewolf
always
by
really
Night.
nice.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Can I do this, Rebecca? Let me see if I can. Oh no, I can't. Anyway, I'll post it up maybe in the show description. Some of the photos, but they look really nice. It's Moon Knight in his all white. Yeah, it's on top of like a pylon with Werewolf by Night. Looks really good. So I'm sure that will
Mhm.
cost a pretty penny. Oh, Rebecca, your trip, Moon Knight
Yes,
stuff, Moon Knight booty. What have
I
anything there?
didn't. I don't think I didn't find anything. Did I? Yes, I got some. In the. Did we not talk about this last time? I don't think we did actually. In the Marvel store in Tokyo, they
Mhm.
had Moon Knight blind box things. They're like little, not coasters, but
Yeah.
that kind of shape.
Mhm.
And they were quite expensive, so I only got like 2. And they're of the TV show, so they're just like two stills from the TV show of 4. And they're pretty cool. They come with little stands, and that was nice to see. They had that and
Nice.
Hawkeye, and then general Avengers stuff, but it was all extremely expensive.
Oh. Was
So
everything kind of in Japan expensive or?
no, not really.
Oh,
But Marvel, apparently the Marvel store, yes. I mean, it's probably what it would cost anywhere. But
yeah.
no. And we did Tokyo right at the end of our trip, so we were tired. Like my feet were killing me.
Mm,
Like I think if I'd been, but also I don't think they were nice enough for me to want to spend a lot of money on them. Like I'd rather buy cool variant covers and stuff like that.
yeah, fair enough.
But it was kind of cool that they had some, and that I went and did it. So that was kind of nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
I
good.
think that was all we saw. Yeah, I looked in
Oh,
one of the fan book places, but I couldn't find any Moon Knight in the one I went in. And like I said, we were too tired to go to many of them. We did walk past a couple more, but I was like, I'm so tired. Like my feet
what's
were
going on?
dying after 2 weeks of it.
Oh, I'd imagine. Oh, no,
We
absolutely. I'm
did
just wondering.
we did far too much.
Oh,
And
he packed it in.
well, we didn't do too much. I had a great time, but like everyone, a lot of my friends were like, "You've just planned way too much."
Oh,
And
okay.
the only thing is that I'm not like in any fit state to be climbing mountains every day for like 3, and we
Okay.
weren't, but we were doing like a lot of walking, and our shoes were
Mm,
fine in the UK, but not
yep.
so fine for like mountains
Yeah.
um and stuff. And it was a great time. We saw so much.
Yeah.
It's just, we packed a lot in, but like sometimes by the end of the day, I was like, my feet are throbbing with pain.
Oh gosh, yeah, yeah, that's a sign,
Yeah,
isn't it? I mean, like, it's a sign that you're
yeah,
having fun. Obviously, you get to
yeah.
that point that you've done so much that at the end of the day, it all catches up with you. So, um, yeah, yeah, I'm surprised that there wasn't more like Moon Knight stuff. I thought they had a fascination with with Moon Knight,
I
back there with
mean,
like the manga.
I think when you're talking about the official Marvel store, it just depends what they're trying to push at the time.
Oh,
So I
true,
was
true.
quite
Yeah.
impressed that they had Moon Knight and Hawkeye stuff actually, because they're kind of
Mm.
older shows now.
Yeah. A few years.
Well, yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
that was so to me that was pretty exciting. Like, I
Yeah.
think if I'd gone to the Disney store and stuff, I might have found more.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll go back. Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, well, no, keep us in the any holidays. I live vicariously through you, Rebecca. Traveling
Well, we
around.
just came back from Bucharest.
There you go. Well, this is a European thing, Oh
That is
yeah,
a
just had a
European
little
thing.
short trip
Yeah,
over to
yeah, yeah.
Bucharest, like.
It was really like 3-hour flights.
But I
Like,
mean, no, but that is still traveling
my
to
first
another.
time there. It was really cool.
Oh,
Next
nice.
one's just Brussels and Cologne.
Yeah.
So not that exciting.
Just Brussels
But
and Cologne.
doing that one by train.
Oh, nice. At 3
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, 3 hours is pretty good to Bucharest, right? It's not
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, by train would be fun as well. Far out. So.
I love going by train. Yeah.
So that 3 hours. Sorry, did you say was that? Did you
That's
drive or
no. We flew
no? The
from
flew. There
London.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that's of course it would be.
Yes.
Anyway, Rebecca, I think we should probably get into it.
Let's
Now
do it.
before we do it, and oh gosh, Rebecca, I've lost that little
Mhm.
transition thing. I'm gonna have to find it again. I'll get it in future episodes. Fantastic work by Chris Kelly. Big shout out to him. Hope you're still watching, Chris. Anyway, we're gonna get into it, but before we do, I'm going to just put this up. Where are you, Rebecca? Are you there? There you are.
Yeah.
There you are. Sorry, I
I
hadn't
don't know
added
what
you yet.
happened.
No, I had set up all the pages, but I still have to add you manually when we're actually live. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, little peek there, people. Anyway, before we get into issues 6 and 7, which are fantastic issues, I'm keen to know what you think, Rebecca. These are some of the variant covers. So I've got some.
I love that one.
I think I mixed them up with 6 and 7, so we'll just have to see where we're at. This one's obviously 6. Gonzo variant. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, totally mad.
Quite striking. These are going to get me back into variant covers. This
Oh,
was.
I love
Oh,
that one.
damn, I haven't done this. This is known as the kimono variant because of Tigra, obviously wearing it, which is pretty
If I can
cool.
buy it.
Yeah. And unfortunately, yeah, I've cropped the text there, and this one's been cropped as well. This is the rival one, as I was telling you, Rebecca. So yeah, look at
It's
pretty,
all right though. It's pretty cool.
angular and actiony, and yeah, I've seen a few of these in other titles. So yeah,
I knew they were doing them. I just didn't really pay attention since I didn't.
Yeah.
Since I knew I wasn't going to be buying it, I should say.
Let me just, sorry, Rebecca, while you're there, I'm just going to move you across if that's okay. There you go.
Move me wherever you want to move me.
Only because of the text. I'm just worried about.
Oh, not only do they have that kimono variant, it's half price.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is why. This is why we went on that side. This is the Marvel Universe connecting cover. Yeah, the blue, like the blue inks or the blue pencils. That looks pretty cool. And the next one, Rebecca, is the finished product. You get that one as well.
I kind of like it in just the pencils.
The other ones, your pencils look cool, don't they? Yeah. And I love it how Moon Knight's just like right in the middle there, and he's got the old.
I guess that's how they did it. It's like, which ones are they? Who's he in with? Mystique, Namorita.
Namorita, yeah. Owl, out of all people, and Nightmare at the back there.
Yeah, Nightmare. I love Nightmare.
Yeah. But that looks really
not
cool.
half price. Oh, the uncolored one is more expensive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know whether some of these are incentive covers.
That one is.
Okay. Yeah. So this is obviously a wrap around the front and back. And then I think we've got one more from Dan Panosian, a variant.
That's pretty fun.
Looks pretty cool. Like it looks a little more.
I was going to say it's a bit shiny for me, but it makes perfect sense with pool balls.
Yeah.
Billiard
and
balls.
It's I think it just got that classic look. Like you look the way Moon Knight's cape kind of drapes and the white pencils on it. Yeah, and 8-Ball looks awesome. Actually, I do love the bouncy, as you say, the reflection bouncing off his head. It's fantastic.
It's very cool.
So we're gonna jump now to the comics. Does that? And again, Rebecca, where are you? Hang on, let me just. There you are again, Rebecca. Disappeared again. And I might actually put you back over there. Okay. Let's put back over there just because in case there's a double. So yeah, so we're gonna go through 6. Let me just have a work. So this one's called Shame. I'm just gonna read out the credits here, Rebecca. Writer Jed McKay, of course, which long overdue. We should give him a bell, have a chat. Artist Domenico Carbone, color artist Rochelle Rosenberg, letterer VC's Corey Pettit, and we have the cover artist David Paratore. And as you've seen just recently, the variant covers was Peach Momoko for the kimono variant, Jay Gonzo, and NetTease Games for the Marvel Rivals.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's called this one's called Shame. Now, what we usually do, if you haven't tuned in for ages, Rebecca and I will kind of just give it like a nutshell about what this issue was about, and then just talk about any key points, any beats that we enjoyed, anything that we thought was off or right on point. And then we'll probably just jump into issue 7, do the same, and cap it all off. Rebecca, what do you reckon? Should we do it all in one, like 6 and 7?
I think so, because I think they go quite well together. And yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess for this issue, Rebecca, are you okay to give a bit of a summary, or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's literally just so Mark is being defeated by Achilles Fairchild in this wrestling, punching ring, boxing ring, whatever, this thing. And he's sensible enough to know that if you kill him, he'll just get resurrected. So they decide to keep him in a coma. Meanwhile, Tigra is yelling at Khonshu, like, where's Mark? Where's Mark? Because, you have this connection to him. You can find him. We have lots of godly snark. We have her going, you're not my god. I don't have to treat you with respect. And eventually he gives them the hint, and they, Hunter's Moon, Tigra, etc., go off to find and rescue Mark.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all the glitter stuff in the background.
Oh yeah, a bit of the glitter stuff.
Stuff. I mean, like, everything's filling in with the story. It's not just that, but that's the main thrust of it, is them getting Mark back after this defeat.
Yes, yeah, and a little bit from Carver,
Yeah, a little bit from Carver, a little bit from our cop.
Yes, I can't remember her name. Turner.
I can't remember her name, but I should. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Yeah. Well, overall, what did you make of this issue?
I liked it. It's definitely a story beat.
Yep.
I think it made the boxing match make more sense. Or wrestling match, I guess. They're not boxing, are they? Are they in boxing?
I thought it'd be like it's like a UFC
wrestling
thing.
Yeah. Probably like mixed martial arts or something like that. Whatever, the fight makes that make sense, because you're like, what's going to happen? It's another interesting thing to have a villain who we're going to count Achilles as, realize that killing Mark's not the most sensible thing. Get a nice thing from Khonshu about, like, every time I resurrect you, you get, you get like kind of one step closer to not being able to keep going and to be replaced. But and basically Hunter's Moon and Tigra, always going to be a fun reaction. I like it when they're kind of like and some of the dialogue's very funny, like, there's no Moon Knight, and then like Hunter's Moon lands on their car.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just very funny, and I really like the art in this one.
Oh, the art is fantastic, isn't it? Like, it's
is like, I know we said we'll get used to the art, but this was like a totally, like, I love this art. Like, it was like, when I think we said we did it with Capuccio as well. You have this one moment where you're just like, oh, there's nothing to get used to anymore. I just love it.
Yeah. It is strange, isn't it? I mean, because he kind of Domenico has kind of eased into the role quite well, I think. And Moon Knight,
this one, I was just like, I was reading it going, that's a bit like, like, it has some Greg Smallwood kind of
Greg,
things, and
there's a bit more. There's a little bit of anime kind of. There's one here with Mark with bare chested, that one.
I mean,
So
we always
sorry.
love that. Like,
Sorry, apologies for podcast listeners. We are looking, so check out the video. We do have the visuals up, so in
I
case
mean,
you're
you do
wondering.
know there is only one way that panel could be improved. He had the boxer short costume on.
True. But yeah,
But
I mean,
no, yeah,
different styles. Like, yeah.
I still love the paneling he does.
Mm,
Like, there's some
look
really
at that. Like, that's
that's
all.
really great. The one
Yeah.
where Khonshu's like, I don't know
Oh,
if you can fight
that,
all of these ones with Khonshu. So even that one that you had there, that's not the one I was
yes.
talking about, but this one,
It's just
like
fractured,
you
isn't it?
don't
Like,
even notice it in the beginning. Like you don't notice the top bit is panels.
yeah.
Um,
But it
but
actually
it
reads
is
really
like it
well.
looks like a splash page, but there's
Yeah.
this panel at the top. It's
And
just incredible, and we all know
yeah.
I love panels. And then it's much more formalist, like in the next couple of pages. Then it goes like
Well,
wacky
yeah.
again.
I mean,
Like when the car, sorry, is where it's much more
oh,
square and normal.
yeah,
Here,
yeah,
these ones.
exactly.
But even then, there's like bits of interest and the extra white gap in the middle. There's
Yeah,
just some really, and the coloring is, of course,
of course.
superb. But I
And
really just the art here.
and you talk, yeah, you talk about the art, and like we're saying, like I think he does cross a lot of maybe influences, or I mean, again, this is in his own, of course. But if you look at like Carver at the bottom there, like that's more like the very realistic, and then he bounces to, the more kind of cartoonish, with Mark, and I'll go back to that one where one of your favorite shots there, Rebecca with Mark. But even if you look at the Tigra in
Yeah,
here, like she's kind of drawn realistically. I know she's got fur, and a tail, but her face is looking a lot more realistic than, say, the more anime style.
I think she looks gorgeous throughout this.
She's great, yeah. And speaking of gorgeous, Moon Knight in costume, like amazing, like amazing. Like we were kind of lauding, and we should be lauding Capuccio for his designs on Moon Knight, very angular. But look at that, like
Yeah.
just looking so good. The costume it's slightly been updated and improved.
He looks
It's
like he
got
has
like
bat wings. Just kidding.
yeah.
I just want to say it every time
Yeah.
just to annoy people.
Yeah.
So.
But he's got there's like thin detailing, some fine detailing on his costume, like
It's
lining,
really
you can
nice,
actually see
yeah.
it. And it's just really different. It's got that Warren Ellis, that kind of Moon Knight in the armor, and that's been carried on, forward up until McKay, but now it's been tweaked again, and I
Yeah.
really enjoy it. I really do enjoy his congregation as well. I mean, I love that. I love how actually you probably see more of them in the next one, but I like how they kind of interact with each other. Now this is, let me see if I can get a name. So Tiger basically feeds her more glitter because they want to keep her around, right? Because she's
and she sort of said, if I don't get it, I'll die. Like if I don't get it fixed, you might as well kill me. So
yeah. So they're still, again, in context, they're still in the bunker. So Fairchild has kind of driven them underground because the media are now touting them as public enemy number one. So they're kind of in hiding, which makes for a very interesting, I guess, premise.
yeah,
because they don't have the Midnight Mission anymore. But yeah, the art is fantastic. There is a bit of Greg Smallwood. I do see it as well, and there's a bit of there's a bit of
something
everything.
about the lines.
Yeah, and and I think the texture, Greg Smallwood was a master at, that shading where it actually looks like pencil shading, and you definitely get a sense of that over here as well. But I love how Carbone's so much movement in here. Like you see the jackets flapping, you see the capes flowing.
It's very good. The movement,
so much movement. Yeah. And even these kind of static moments in the car, I think is pretty good, pretty nice to look at. And as you say, Rochelle Rosenberg, of course.
Well, I was just looking at where's my favorite page? How far? If you go back to Mark Topless,
Of course.
where he's hit that one. Go back. The next one.
The next page across.
The next page.
Yep.
No.
You mean backwards? Backward. Yeah.
That the coloring on Tigra's butt there. The Tigra's butt, but Tigra's back is what I really mean.
And her hair is awesome because there's
Her
no
hair,
outline. It's just like
yeah,
a
and
silhouette.
the orange, like, just marking her out, but she's actually in
Yeah,
purple. Very clever.
yeah. Actually, also as well, I wanted to. I mean, Jed McKay has managed to actually fit in a fair bit in here as well. Apart from the premise, as you said, there is
Yeah.
time also for Mark to address this whole thing about not
Yeah,
telling
not
Tigra
telling
about.
her about Hank being
Yeah,
alive, yeah.
I mean, you can argue as well, I guess. Like when I did the reread as well, she kind of, I guess, forgives him quite quickly. But I still love how it played out. Like
I
she's
mean, she
so
does forgive him quickly, but she also loves him, and his
yeah,
argument
yeah,
is not a bad one. Like, I mean, his
yeah,
argument is
absolutely,
like, I mean,
yeah,
it's, I would hold a grudge longer, but I'm grumpy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
she's seen a lot, and she's happy to see him alive. There's a lot of other
yeah,
things going on in the background. You know what I mean? Like, he's
yeah,
alive again, which he wasn't, and I
yeah.
mean, he
Oh,
was
true.
knocked out before, etc., etc. So
She's got to process all that. And actually, anyway, I think in the next issue we'll see there is something still bubbling in there, right? When we'll get to it later
yeah,
in issue 7 with Hank Pym, she says something along the lines of, "Why do these men always feel like they have to?
yeah,
They know what's best for me." Like, and so she's
yeah,
talking about Mark and Hank, So there's still that little anger in there, but yeah, I mean, for what it is, and obviously these 20 odd pages, I think it was really good to just address that
yeah,
McKay did. And you're right, yeah, Mark had a good reason. Like, I could hold it from you and have you, and I love this, how he goes, me, I always love to take the hit, and that's what he
mm,
did, right?
yeah,
You can hate me, or what is it, everyone could lose you by, if he told everyone you should die, right? So he's happy to take the hit and be the bad guy just for
yeah,
the sake of protecting her. So that's, it's very cool. And I love that the picture at the bottom there, very very nice. Just the embrace
it's
was really
lovely.
good.
We always love them. Bit of a
Yeah.
heartfelt moment.
All this while Mark is like, covered in blood, his own blood. um,
Yeah.
has been also as well, and again, we're going into the Moon Knight lore, has been Hunter's Moon does the healing ritual. Do they end up getting the sarcophagus? The sarcophagus is more for
Yeah,
resurrections, right?
yeah, it's
Or
for I don't know. They go off.
but
They complain about going to get it, so they go off to get
and he
it.
comes, actually, yeah, you're right, and he comes out of it. Look, I mean,
Yeah,
there's the one at the top where he comes out. So
yeah,
that was a funny moment. 8 Ball going like, we're a mile down underground. We've got to go get this thing.
yeah, yeah,
But Soldier, superhuman strength, Reese, superhuman strength, should be okay. Uh, yeah, so I love this again, Jed. Just kind of stitching this lore in there that he's built over the course of the 3 years. I can't remember, Rebecca. How long has he's been? Jed McKay's been at it for
it's a
3 years.
while. Yeah,
Yeah, this whole thing about there being, not only that Mark is resurrected, because before in the Doug Mensch era, Rebecca, it was a little bit more ambiguous. I remember
hmm
Resurrections War when Mark came back. It was like, oh, this is weird. Is it him? Whereas now it's kind of like really just stated that he can go in the sarcophagus, or Khonshu can like resurrect him like just on a whim like that. So I like that kind of power set, I guess, that Mark
yeah,
has now. Um, and some people will say they enjoy, and I do as well in some instances, the old-fashioned street level Moon Knight where he's not all powered. But I really think
yeah,
that Jed has made something special out of this.
yeah,
So good stuff from Reese. 8 Ball, he'll get his time soon. Again, also as well, I really enjoyed this mindscape conversation that he has with Khonshu. Even at the end here, again, Khonshu is consistently confusing to me, where he's got this almost forlorn look at the bottom there, and he says, "Goodbye, my beloved son." There's such a like
mm.
love-hate
I
relationship
love
between
that
the
because
two.
like you
Yeah.
often don't get to see that side
No,
of
you see,
Khonshu, like the beloved. Adding like you've seen him talk about being like his father before, but you don't often
yeah.
get that. So
Yeah, I mean, previously he's been portrayed as, if you don't kill for me, if you don't spill blood for me, I'll just find someone else.
hmm
He's threatened Moon Knight with that. But I love again here how Jed McKay's kind of building this relationship that he has with Mark. All, you know, albeit the fact that, as he mentions before, you know, he's spiraling towards total insanity and then I guess entombment in the halls of Moon
Yeah.
Knight.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, he's saying it like it is, but you know,
yeah, yeah, but no, really good. And this whole thing again, when Mark is coming out of his coma, he's kind of what is it, mystifying away as he goes. And yeah, I just really love this setting where they're talking. I'll go back to another where we first see them as well. There's a beautiful shot there that you mentioned, Rebecca, with Khonshu a little bit angrier, Moon Knight looking awesome there. But yeah, I think this is the first. I think this is the first. Oh no, that's not the first. Let me just go back further. Yeah, just this whole thing, this blue kind of green skate. This one. Yeah, when Mark. That's what I was looking at. When Mark is looking at the Earth and
I love that one. Yeah.
discovering that he's in a mindscape. And notice as well, like that panel where you see his eye. Did I die? No, that's part of his cape.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome how Carbone is like incorporated that. But yeah, it just looks so cool, so otherworldly. So yeah, anything else from here, Rebecca, to add to issue?
I don't think so. I think that's
This is not working. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to issue 7. I don't know why I can't. There we go. Let's go to issue the next one. Bear with me. Oh, look at all the stuff Ray has. Okay. So going to issue 7 now. So as I mentioned, this is the latest issue before this week, just before a couple of days after this podcast. Rebecca, the cover to this, pretty cool. It's got a Deadpool. I'm going to say that in the background there.
Yeah. This is great fun.
It is a lot of fun, this one. And again, in tried to true fashion, the cover totally not telling you what's really going to happen, but it's very evocative, so to speak, anyway. So this one, let me just jump quickly to, the credits. Credits are pretty much the same as I mentioned before. We've got the variant covers from Chris Giarrusso. I believe that's the wraparound then, Rebecca, the one that we liked.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And Dan Panosian, he was around big in the 90s. This is called Pool Party. This is pretty fun as well.
It's fun. It's the best name.
It is. And actually one of the issues that I have, I guess, enjoyed the most or been entertained the most.
It's good fun.
Yeah. So in summary,
smart as well.
It's very smart. I think it's very smart. It's essentially it jumps between the past and the present, between Moon Knight and his team forming this plan to somehow get in contact with Hank Pym. And 8-Ball's the one that says, hey, look, it's a pity no one here is a supervillain, because what we used to do was we'd kidnap someone,
threaten their wife or child. Yeah.
Threaten the wife or child. It's like, oh, good thing that there are no supervillains here. And there's a really funny panel where he goes, guys. So anyway, it bounces between that plan being formed and the plan being executed. And so you see in really entertaining fashion how Moon Knight's team get transformed into the pool party.
It's so funny. They're all pretending to be 8-Ball dad.
Exactly. And so this fake supervillain group that are threatening Nadia, the Wasp, who happens to be the daughter of Hank Pym, to tease Hank out.
Because they know he's watching her.
They know, exactly. He will come running, and he surely does. Manages to off one of them. Thankfully, it's Soldier, not 8-Ball, because at least Soldier can come back.
It wasn't Silver.
Yeah, and it wasn't Silver as well. And at the end, I think a really poignant moment where Hank and Tigra get to meet. There's a moment there, and then Hank agrees to have a look at this glitter for Moon Knight. So
we should probably say that that's the whole plan, is to get him to make some sort of antidote to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
people
to
won't
try
be sort of tied up with
yeah,
them.
exactly, and try to kind of neuter, Fairchild's operations. But there's a nice little poignant moment at the end where Moon Knight talks about his own daughter, Beatrice,
Yep.
and
Yep.
the father-child relationship, and just to Hank, just make the most of it. "Look, I haven't got that," he says. I don't have that relationship with her. If you got this opportunity, take it." And I think that was a really
Yeah,
nice way to
and
end
really,
it.
really nice with Tigra and Hank as
Yeah.
well. Like they
Yeah.
haven't brought Hank back to torment him or anything. Like they're all being genuinely nice to him, and
Yeah.
no,
I mean,
and
just
and also, of course, because our boy 8 Ball is a scientist.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nadia gets to have a lot of fun with him.
Yeah, that was pretty funny as well. On the second read, Rebecca had a look at it. We'll get to it when we get to the panel.
Yeah,
But having said that, I really enjoyed this issue as well. I mean, like, I enjoyed both of them.
yeah,
I had a lot more fun with this one, whereas the other one was a little bit more introspective and uh, and actually kind of um, move the story along a bit, because now they're kind of
yeah.
they change their tactics with
This one was just a lot of fun. There's like
this one.
there's one thing they need to get from it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they got from it. So
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, how about you, Rebecca? What was your? I mean, it sounds the
I mean
same.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was a lot of fun. So
Yeah. Again, look, we spent a lot of time talking about the art, and definitely there's a reason we are. If you haven't, or if you're not watching the video, or if you're unfamiliar with these issues and want to check them out, I urge you to check out. This art is really good. Jed has the good fortune of working with a lot of top tier, albeit new artists to
yeah.
Marvel. Uh, it really does amplify the issues and the stories. I mean, of course, it's a comic book visual medium, but yeah, definitely worth checking out. So, again, I can say straight off the bat, this first page, Moon Knight looking down there. We talked about that Smallwood kind of influence. There's that real kind of charcoaly shading to Moon Knight, with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
amazing Rochelle colors there. But yeah, it's strange. Also, I'm sorry, I should go back.
Mhm.
So there's a shift also in style here, Rebecca. Like, you have your team there, but when it goes to Wasp, I don't know if it's whether the colors or maybe the
It does
texture.
look a bit different. It's interesting though. I
Uh,
like it.
yeah, yeah. So it bounces, as I mentioned before, front and forward and back in time. Wasp does her thing, takes on the team. We have Paul Reese here having to be the chalk. I don't, um, really, she got the odd end,
You
the
got
short
the odd
end.
one, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, at least Hunter's Moon. Let me jump forward. There's a bit see where 8 Ball's going. Hey, take away the gold and the white. You actually look pretty cool. you you can be the pocket, and he's like, sure, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's like, I
Uh,
don't care. Just don't
yeah,
hassle me.
but poor Reese gets stuck with being the
The
chalk.
chalk, yeah.
And 8 Ball says, "Say it, say it." I guess it's chalk o'clock. I think or
It's
talk to the
so
chalk.
bad. Talk to the chalk.
It's terrible. And so she sprays Nadia with like some powder or something. I guess it's chalk dust.
It's probably just talcum powder, let's face
Yeah.
it.
But I love it. It's like a real quick pace as well, Rebecca, because it's
Yeah.
literally like a page. Like, you're in the present, you're in the past again,
I
and it
was
just
so
bounces.
happy we didn't actually have Deadpool, and
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad there was that little bit of difference as well,
yeah.
with Soldier with the eyepiece.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, essentially this is kind of like a let's plan it out, and then they go. This was at the bottom. That was the panel I thought was really cool.
Yeah, really
So
cool.
8 Ball goes right, and there's a nice little shot of the team and his
Yeah.
fingers going right. Uh-oh.
He's so happy.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we get Nadia obviously just easily. Well, I don't know if she could easily incapacitate Reese, but she's playing a role. I get it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, these
I
other
mean,
little.
Nadia's pretty
She's pretty. Oh
yeah.
no, she Red Room trained, as they said as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so she's quite formidable. Yeah, but yeah, I like to back Reese as well. But anyway,
Mhm.
I like these other little details as well. So we kind of get we've seen Reese chalk in action, and then it's now kind of like an explanation on her costume, and it's like, oh, it's like an old AIM costume, but
Yeah, yeah.
there's blood on it. How did you get this? And Moon Knight's just like, don't worry about it.
Don't
Just
ask
yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like these little humorous moments as well. So again, we're understanding how people are formed. The pocket now, Hunter's Moon is just like there's almost like spot-like at the back. Gorgeous here again, Moon Knight. Just white, and his face is just a V, Rebecca. It's
I
just a
love it.
V.
It's so clever.
Yeah, as is the name, the pool party, as Eight
Yes.
Ball rightly says. You're talking about panels. I mean, look at this panel here. This is fantastic. This is Nadia about
I
to
love
get,
it.
because I didn't know what was happening. I thought it was just really cool, but she's just
Mm.
about to get grasped by Deadpool. But again, if you look at those panels, very similar to issue 6,
Mhm.
kind of dynamic the way they're kind of done. But yeah,
I
Deadpool
love the
gets
red
her.
eye there as well. That was cool.
Oh yeah, because he's a vampire as well.
Yeah.
A little bit of a talk here from April about being a jet propulsion engineer. Um, and then a little bit surprising. I thought, he gets shot through the head. It's like, oh, geez. Um,
Well, I guess when it's like you'd like, oh, Deadpool doesn't really matter, you know. It's like,
true.
I mean, obviously we
Yeah.
also know that he's fine.
Yes. Yeah. True. And I've got to say that Hank Pym is coming across as a little bit scarier these days, Rebecca. Just he's a little bit weird.
He is,
He's
but then when he's talking to them, he's quite nice. So
yeah. But the whole talk about him not being a person anymore, like being a ghost now, and he doesn't have a
yeah,
life. He's got a mission. Poor fella's been through a fair bit, I think.
he's
So,
been through the ringer.
and I mean, compared to Tiger, he's aged like what, about 50 years, like compared to, oh,
He seems to
and
have a lot more going on, to be fair.
yeah, yeah. And again, you called it out straight away, but the Greg Smallwood kind of
Mm.
look here, especially that bottom panel with Hank Pym shouting, I think was very much. It's kind of like that realism that Greg Smallwood has as well.
Yeah,
But this is
yeah,
you know how it's kind of
yeah,
Um, but this is the big kind of reveal moment because the pool party and Moon Knight is kind of with them, and Hank Pym's kind of going, what's going on? And I love the entrance to.
yeah,
I love the lead up to it. Like the panels here are beautiful.
yeah,
Moon Knight and Hank Pym, but you get Tiger in the foreground, and that's like a poster right there.
yeah. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, with the moon and again the shading. That is
It should
Smallwood.
say "I am Tiger" and then having with a pronunciation guide.
Oh yeah, yeah. Editor's note. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I forgot to mention in that issue 6. I really loved how Tiger called out how she's a sister to the Tiger God as well.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Really
just to
cool.
just to remind people that she's not just, I don't know,
Random cat girl.
random cat girl. No, she's tied in with deities as well.
Yeah.
She's quite powerful. The cat people are quite powerful. Uh yeah, and so this is the talk that I alluded to earlier as well. I think it was good.
I thought
We
it was
get
good as well. Yeah.
we learn a bit more about like Hank here, and I'm glad because I haven't been keeping track about where
No,
he's been
same.
going. Yeah, but she's rightly so. Like her and her son, William, a little bit of 8 Ball here as well. So over this with 8 Ball, we got Wasp going. If you're really a jet propulsion engineer, then I would like a second set of eyes on this. And he kind of goes, "Oh, yeah, that's great. Did you design this?"
Yeah.
Does
I
that?
love him. He's lovely.
Yeah, I mean, does that speak to you, Rebecca? Does he know what he's talking about, or is he kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
think
just?
he does. Don't we know that he's not an
Yeah, he is.
idiot? Yeah, yeah.
That's what I thought as well. But then I
Yeah.
was reading this the second time, and it's almost as if he's kind of like stalling a bit, going, "Oh, I don't know what's going on here." But yeah,
Mm.
I mean, he's meant to be pretty smart, so um, yeah.
For someone who gets beaten up by Moon Knight quite so often.
he somehow survives, so that's pretty good.
You know what? I actually don't know if he is a scientist.
Oh,
Oh, no, he
really?
was.
I
Yeah.
was.
He
Okay.
started gambling as a way to get his mind off a job as a defense contractor and mission propulsion engineer for the Department of Defense.
Oh, okay. Well,
There you
he's got
go.
his there.
Yeah.
Maybe a few hits to the head have kind of dulled him a little bit. I just want to call out this page as well, Rebecca. The
Yeah, I love
ending
that.
towards the end of the
So here I love that the paneling looks
yes,
like tiger stripes.
yes,
So
exactly.
good.
Like, when do you
So
see
good.
this sort of stuff? You know, it's
Not
crazy.
enough is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and the art again is. But I'm happy. I hope they lock this guy in
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
long run. Domenico Carbone, he is awesome. I've got
We'll
to
definitely be
find him.
watching what he does afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely as well. So isn't Capuccio? He's doing Ultimate
He's
Wolverine. Is
Ultimate
that-
Wolverine, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was
I wonder.
there's a rumor that he'll do something. I can't remember what it was. There was some teaser for something, and the art on the cover looked very much like his. So somebody was
Oh.
like, "Oh, that'll be what he's doing next." I can't remember.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
You
I'll
know, I
definitely keep.
don't pay attention enough to remember what people were talking about.
Yeah. But
Oh,
good
you
art.
know, it was one of the covers for the new Hickman thing that's coming up.
Oh, there's a new hit. I
The
thought didn't he
Imperial.
leave? Did he
No,
leave Marvel?
he's writing Ultimate Spider-Man right now, Ray.
But wasn't what was the whole thing with him
He just
leaving
left
the
the
X-Men?
X-Men. Yeah, he
Oh,
left
okay,
the
just the
X-Men.
X. Okay.
So he's done, I think, Capuccio. Well, there's a cover for Imperial, which is this 5-part
Mhm.
mini that Hickman's doing off on the cosmic side.
Okay.
And the costume for Nova looks very Capuccio. So somebody was like,
Ooh.
"Oh, he'll be doing Nova next." So I mean,
Ooh.
that's just speculation on the internet. That is nothing that I know about, but
I'll check that out.
love some Nova. So
Yeah, it would be great. As in Richard Rider?
yes.
Oh, not not Sam Elliott. Okay, cool.
I think Richard.
other
I
than the
mean,
book.
I would like any
Yeah.
book with Nova to have them both in because I think
Yeah,
they're great. But
Yeah, cool.
the particular picture was
Nice.
uh
Of the yes,
Richard Rider.
Mr. Rider.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Rebecca, I was just having a little giggle myself.
I know why you were having a little giggle, and I was trying very hard not to say it. So
exactly.
yeah.
Anyway, oh gosh, so how old am I? How old are you, Ray? Anyway, yeah. So towards the end here, again, look, I like this. It's a bit of a standout. Moon Knight standing there in the background. To me, it looks
a
like
little bit jealous.
he looks jealous, but it kind of looks to me like Carbona had drawn it at a bigger scale, and then he just like zoomed it in and put it in there because the detail's really fantastic.
The detail, I thought the detail's just great. Yeah.
And so you get more of it. You get more of the Moon Knight costume. He's got these like wispy white streaks across him.
I like them.
I do like it. Yeah, I do like it. Again, some innovative layouts here. Not afraid to have a chat at the edge of the top of the building. Hank,
this is such a good conversation.
It is. I love it. Yeah. Yes, because he calls it out. Like, Hank says that was a crazy thing to do, threatening Nadia. That's the second time tonight you've called me crazy. I have dissociative identity disorder. You have bipolar. We've been crazy too much in our lifetime.
Let's stop doing that. And it's like, thank you, Jed.
I love it. I love the way that was kind of framed as well.
Yeah.
It's just like a really good way of saying it. And then there's the thing, like, there's this kind of triangle, and Hank knows that Moon Knight's got feelings for Tigra. So again, in the rain, they have this conversation, and as I mentioned before, at the end, Moon Knight says, "You have the chance to be a father to William. Here's my advice: take it." Because Hank is worried that, I guess, William will he not kind of take him in as the dad, and even Tigra said, "Look, you're his hero still." So, there's just some things that I guess Hank Pym has to just dive in and do. But I think it was a really good way to end it.
Really nice.
And although it says to be continued, it's very much like that capped off this story. You know,
Yeah.
it very much had the ending. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Any other pages you'd like me to check out, Rebecca?
No, I think you've been through all the ones that really stood out.
Yeah.
So I really like them.
So good, these issues. I'm gonna call it out now. So we're doing so Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, issue 6 and 7. What was that, Rebecca?
That you're going to ask me for scores, and I haven't
Yeah.
thought about them.
Yeah. Let's do the scores. Let's do it all up. I was going to say let's just do separate, but let's do it all up. I mean, what did you think of this? Two very different issues, but they do, as you say, they do go well together because they kind of move things totally along. This was pretty much I thought issue 7 was very contained. It was like obviously like a self-contained issue, all about the pool party and all about just trying to get Hank Pym on board. But issue 6 was I found very introspective, learning more about the villain, their motives. I love the idea of, as you mentioned, burying Moon Knight, not killing him.
Just really nice, yeah.
Yeah. So
really nice. Just bury him alive. I don't. They put him in a coma. They didn't bury him alive.
No, but they were intending to put him on ice somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, what would you make? What would you make of both these issues? Out of what would we do? 10? Yeah, we do 10.
Yeah.
Khonshu's, yeah.
8.5.
Yeah, very cool.
So 8 for the first, 8.5 for the second. I mean, I really like them. I just, I'm, sometimes it's hard to know what pushes it over to a 9.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, for me, it's because I don't know why. I don't know. Anyway, they're really good scores. I like them a lot.
Oh, absolutely. And I kind of have to agree. I'll agree with you as well. I think my gut instinct was when I read 6 and then 7, I really did like 7 a lot more. But thinking more and more about 6, it's such a strong issue as well. And the art the art elevates these issues so much. So
it really does. And just settling into how much I love the art, the coloring is always, been throughout. And I just thought they both told stories that were really interesting.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jed's dialogue, it's all really good. The way that he writes for he obviously knows the characters. This is the beauty, Rebecca, of having a writer on for so long on a particular superhero kind of series. And you can tell it comes through. So he's got a handle on all these characters. It's fantastic. Even Hank and Nadia, who aren't regulars, they're really well told. And I'm really enjoying it. Jed's really I know he's doing a gazillion other things, but his stuff at Moon Knight is still top is up there for me. With what he's writing.
It's just such a strong run.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we're about to hit issue 50. So
yeah, it's crazy. I'm just having a little look now, Rebecca. We're gonna go into quotation marks. Any
oh, nice. Yeah.
Any feedback? Unfortunately, I didn't.
I haven't looked.
No, I do have one here. Okay, I haven't read this, but okay, I'm going to put this. So this is from our Facebook group. Big shout out to Anthony Rigolino for this. This is almost a month ago, actually. Jeez. Okay. I have to admit that I've been on the fence for a long time where Jed MacKay is concerned. I'm not especially thrilled with his storylines, the current glitter drug one, for example, but I do like his handling of characters and relationships. It's what's been keeping me on board when I've literally just dropped every other comic book I'd been collecting. That's saying a lot. I finally read the latest issue, and he's got a photo of issue 7, the Panosian cover one. I finally read the latest issue and have to say he's won me over. I love the whole pool party bit, and he's dealing with relationships. Pym, Greer, and Spectre proves that it's his forte. Okay, McKay, you've got me on the hook. What's next? So I think that's
Yeah.
really
That is
good.
pretty nice, yeah. And I think there is something quite special about that issue. It's a humor
Yeah,
we don't often get in Moon Knight because it's not Moon Knight humor, and like none of
yeah,
Moon Knight's previous supporting people could have propelled such a sort of humorous one. Like it's funny, but
yeah,
it's not Deadpool funny. It's kind
yeah,
of
yeah. It's not that
they're
sort of
doing it
funny.
for a
No.
reason. It makes sense. It's not mean spirited. I
Yeah,
mean, it's to get to they're never gonna hurt Nadia. It's just it's fun in a way that you wouldn't expect a Moon Knight issue to have,
yeah,
but it's
exactly.
for a purpose, which I think is really important.
Yeah. No, no, absolutely. I totally agree. It works like on that level. I mean, and like having spoken to Jed as well, his humor is not totally out there and wacky. He's got a nice, very subtle, I think, level of humor,
Yeah.
and that comes across through as well. So, I just had a look through. That's okay because look, Rebecca and I, we have been MIA for so long. So I had a little quick look at the Facebook page and the group. None there, but very happy to hear anyone your
Yeah,
thoughts on
please
issue
pitch
6 and
in.
7. Yeah, I'll put up a post for issue 8 coming out as well. Because yeah, like I said, I really want to get back into it on a regular basis with you, Rebecca, as well.
Yeah.
That's so good. I feel like us judging these two issues is a fair indication of what we potentially had been kind of missing out on. Like I speak for myself when I'm saying that I had to play catch up with it. So yeah, so we've got some top tier, I think, stuff to sink our teeth into with Jed McKay coming up. So yeah, I'd love to kind of keep it rolling.
Mhm. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, I think that about does it for us, Looney listeners. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you got your Moon Knight hit. Yeah, it's great to be back, Rebecca. Before we go, anything you'd like to potentially plug? How you going around the traps with the other stuff?
Not much. It's been quite
No?
quiet. Yeah, we did an Iron Fist one a while back on Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, which is
Yep.
always fun to get back to the black and white Kung Fu
Yeah.
stuff that had Jack of Hearts in. So that was cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't know he had first appeared in Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So
Cool.
that was cool because, as we know, it's clear, obviously, going to be a character I love. He has the same surname as me, and but that was fun. And that's it. What about you? You been doing much?
Yeah, well, as I mentioned before about the technology getting the better of me, so I had tried to record a Predator and Prey episode with my fantastic co-hosts, but that kind of just plummeted due to some serious lag and technical issues. So hoping Justin, Sparky, and Russell, myself can come up with something
Yeah, I
again.
hope so too.
Yeah, I mean, but we've got like Predator, Badlands. The movie is out this year. Killer of Killers is out in June. It's an animated movie. So much to look forward to in
It looks
Predator.
great.
It looks awesome. Yeah, it's going to be R-rated. Spider-Man versus Predator is out now in Marvel. That
That's
the first
insane.
issue by Benjamin Percy just blew my socks off. Predator kills the Marvel universe. There's plenty to look forward to. So yeah, hoping to get back on that soon. Yeah, and maybe a couple of games here and there on YouTube if anyone's anyone's
Mhm.
keen. But yeah, something else I was going to ask you, Rebecca. It just escaped me at them. Oh yes, I know it's not Moon Knight related, everybody, but the news: Kristen Ritter. Do you hear about that with
I
Charlie
did.
Cox?
Yeah.
Yeah. So announced that Jessica Jones from the Netflix series will be back in the new Daredevil season 2 series from Disney Plus. So looking
Yeah,
forward
we'll
to
see how
that.
that goes.
That was kind of maybe like a bad kept secret. Like Kristen
It was
Ritter.
a terribly, it was a really
Yeah.
bad secret. She was like,
Like
"Oh,
months.
Kristen Ritter happens to be in New York, going out for dinner with
Yeah.
Charlie Cox. Oh, I wonder what happened."
Well, even like, was it nearly a year ago? She posted something on Instagram
Yeah,
that everyone
yeah.
alluded to was like she was in the gym or something, and it had something like, I don't know, foggies or whatever, and it's like, oh gosh, is she going to be in Daredevil?
Yeah.
Yep, she is. Rebecca, always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can reconvene again for another issue.
Yeah, we'll do it soon.
No worries. And thanks a lot, everybody. As always, may Khonshu watch over the denizens of the night. Catch you later.
Bye.